a single coward from those who claim Mimi Hijab. He said to the Muslims, who you want me to debate? And he put a bunch of names. They told him, Christian Prince, he's making a lot of people leave Islam. So it's true, okay, no problem. So we set up a time for a debate. Do you know what he did? Go watch it. He played for a video. I'm asking a woman, she was saying, suckle me. I was saying to her, suckle me. See, did you say that to her? You filthy coward. Your sister, she was saying, Jesus, he played with his mother's breast. She was accusing Jesus to do something bad. I said to her, in fact, the one who did that and said that is your prophet. He said, suckle me. The coward, he cut the video and he played that part and then he hung up on me. Cowards! They were so much intimidated to have a debate with me. Because they knew they are no match. They knew they are a fraud. They knew that they have no answers, and they knew they have nothing. They have no prophet, they have no God, they have no book, they have no religion. And then you will see this guy always keep repeating, show me one single verse. In the Bible says this, it I'm God worship me. Okay, I can show you endless number of verses. You know, you Muslims, how silly it is to think that the Bible and Jesus never said, I'm God worship me. I mean, don't you think this is silly? Do you think the Christian, they never saw those verses? So now if I start reading for you verses, are you going to accept the Bible, or will you say, anyway, the Bible is corrupted? You know, and one of the funny things about Muhammadan, you say to you, like in the video here, Zuzu was saying, Jesus, the verse about Jesus, his begotten son, is a corrupted one. Who said that? God himself, the Holy Spirit, God himself in the sky said, this is my only begotten son, you coward liar. Who is the one, who is the Christian who says that those are corrupted verses? Liars. And you Muslim, you believe in liars. And you know, I want the Muslim to ask themselves a very simple question. I mean, as long you have answers, as long you are a scholar, as long you can beat us, as long you can debate us, as long you can win, why don't do it? What is the problem? What is the problem if you will win anyway? You debate us on Skype, you debate us, and no worry, nobody will hang up on you. Actually, I will call you, you hang up on me. Still, you will not do it because you are a coward. If we go to the book in Matthew, chapter 3, verse number 17, does it say there that a voice from heaven said, this is my son? Which son he's talking about? About Jesus' baptism. The voice from heaven is who? Show me a verse from the Bible saying so. And if we go in the Bible and we read for us verses, read for them verses, they will say, oh, that's not true. Each time Jesus, he says, I am, he is saying, I am God. You know, one of the funny things about Muhammadans, the reason they reject Jesus, just because Muhammad, he said he is not God. I mean, that's as simple as if Muhammad said Jesus is God, they will accept. Have you ever heard of a Muslim debating you about Mary, she is not virgin? No. You think that will happen? No. Why? Because Muhammad, he said so. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in the religion of Islam that Jesus is a son of no man. Doesn't make sense. What is the point of this? If this is a miracle, what is the point of it? In Christianity, it makes sense that Jesus is a son of no man. He is son of God. Okay, makes sense. Christ says, my father, my father. The Jews, they wanted to kill him. Why? Not because he said what he said, but he said he made himself equal to God, calling himself his son. This is why the Jews want to kill him. Why you Muslims don't want to read? Why you are following such a liar who do not know anything about your book? The only reason those people, they will not debate us, because a debate will cause a career destroy. You see, if I am afraid of losing a debate, I will put criteria of debate in me, as he do. I will say, oh, I want to debate only certain kind of people. I was doing debate, you know, I opened my Skype for years and years and years. All kind of Muslims can call me, even Muslim women. I don't care. I don't care if you are a sheikh. I don't care if you are a kid. I don't care, as long as you are, you know, I mean, have maturity. You are welcome. But they put criteria like you have to say to us, you have to be qualified to debate us. And then they will pick up who will debate them. This is the whole point. They are afraid to accept a debate. When the Bible says that the Jews, they said, he made himself equal with God. Did Jesus say, I am not? Did Jesus say to them, you are wrong? He agreed. If you go to John chapter 5, verse number 18. Not only, let us go there actually, as long we are. Let us go to John 5 and read. Just to show you how silly those people are. How silly, how they have a lack of decency, because they have a leak of honesty. Their honesty is gone from long time. When the Messiah, he speak to the Jews, he speak with what? He speak with authority. What authority it is? My Father is working until this hour, and also I am working. Who said that? Jesus. And because of this, the Jews were especially seeking to kill him. Not only because he broke the Sabbath, but because he said that God was his Father and he was making himself equal with God. And yet the coward, they say to us, where Jesus says, I am God, worship me. And then the Muslim, they will quote for you a verse saying, Jesus said there, I do nothing of my own. So how is God? But look what Jesus said. Don't quote, read. He said, a timeless truth I tell you, that the Son can do nothing of his own will, but the thing that he sees the Father is doing, for those things that the Father does, also these also the Son does like him. So Jesus saying, I can do everything the Father he can do. For the man you're seeing in front of you is God in this man who was talking to you. They are talking to the flesh of a man. How you can be God? For the Father loves his Son. Is this verse corrupted, Zechariah, coward? And he shows him everything he does. Greater deeds than these he will show him, that you will may be astonished. For just as the Father raises the dead and give them life, also the Son give lives to whom he will. To whom he will. Anyone Jesus he decide to give him life, Jesus he will give him life. This is his will. The Quran witnessed that Jesus can raise people from death. The Quran says this is the permission of Allah, which is very funny. Allah could not raise Muhammad from the death after he died by poison. Jesus, he can raise people from death. What does that mean? That means Jesus have power over death. That means you cannot kill Jesus. You can kill the body, but you cannot kill the Messiah. And this is why he said, you can destroy this temple and I can rebuild it in 3 days. The 3 days here is symbolic for the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Otherwise, it can be after 1 second. And yet those coward liars, they say to us, where Jesus says, I'm God, worship me. They never saw it. It's not there. And not only that, Jesus, he says that Jesus, he can do, the Messiah, he can do everything the Father, he can do. He says, for it is not the Father who judged the man, but he has given all the judgment to the Son. Who is the judge who will take you to hell or to heaven? It is Jesus. How clear he can make it. It's not the Father, me. Who is the judge? If you ask the Muhammadan, any Muhammadan, who is the judge in the judgment day? They will say, God. What the verse saying in front of us? Jesus. This is how they lie. And this is why they run away. And this is why they avoid. You will see every Muslim kid, they make a video. I challenge Christian friends to debate me face to face. Well, face to face. If we go in the Quran, oh, by the way, listen, I just opened a chapter, and every chapter will show you that Jesus is your God. You have to worship him. In fact, even your prophet, your fake prophet, he made it clear that Jesus is your God. How we can prove that? Very simple. Read with me carefully, Muhammadans. I will put it in the screen for you. The good thing that Muhammadan are better than their prophet. He knew how to read, this Muhammadan. When Muhammad decided to describe for us the fake Messiah, the fake who? The fake Messiah. What he said? Read carefully. The Prophet said, I have told you so much about the Dajjal. What? The Antichrist? You mustn't believe in the Antichrist? Huh, interesting. So you see, Shaitan is not anti-Muhammad. Shaitan is not anti-Allah. Shaitan is not anti-Christian Prince. Is not anti-you, and he's anti-Christ. This is alone is admitting that Jesus is God. Satan is fighting against who? Against you and me? No. We are no match for Satan. He's very powerful. This is why we need God to be victorious against Satan. Otherwise, we cannot be victorious by ourselves. But look, Satan, and you Muslim, you put it between two brackets, that Satan, he is the Antichrist. He's not anti-Allah, because Allah cannot be anti himself. He is the Antichrist. And look what Muhammad he said. The false Messiah, the Dajjal, the Antichrist, he said that I am afraid that you may not understand that the Antichrist short into it. I hope I'm saying the word correctly, but no problem. I think you can read it. Woolly-haired, one-eyed, and eye-sightless, and neither protruding nor deep-seated. If you are confused about him who? Which him? Muhammad. You are talking about who? Him goes back to the Antichrist. If you are confused about him, okay, Muhammad now he will tell you, you should not be confused. How? Well, he have an eye sightless. What does that mean? He continues saying, know that your Lord, your what? Your Lord is not one-eyed. Have you ever heard of more than this clear statement that Jesus is your Lord? Because here the guy is coming to claim that he is the false Christ. He's not coming to claim that he is Allah. This is why the Muslim, they call him in Arabic Al-Masih Dajjal, the false Messiah, the liar Messiah. He's a liar Messiah, he's not a true Messiah. So the guy claiming to be the Messiah, and now you are proving to us that he is not the Messiah, and you say to us, you should know that he is not, his eyesightless, and your God is not one eye. Isn't it the compare here always should be between the false Messiah and the real Messiah? If somebody trying to do identity theft, and you are trying to tell them how to find out that they are not who they claim, you compare between the original and the fake. The fake claiming that he is a Christ. So you say to them, be careful, the false Christ have one eye. The true Christ, which is your Lord, is not one-eyed. And in addition to that, the silly Muhammad, he made even more stupid by saying the following. He is describing a man, and the description, as you see, about a normal man, he have curly hair, blah blah blah. He is short. He is neither protruding nor deep-seated. The only difference between him, this short guy, and Allah is the eye. You see, Muhammad, he did not say Allah is tall. He did not say Allah is not short. He did not say Allah is not protruding or nor deep-seated. He said only difference between them is the one eye. And here you see the other stupid thing that the Muslim, they say to us that Allah is not a man. Then we find that Allah, he look exactly the same as the Dajjal, the Antichrist, which is a man. So for those Indonesian or this Indonesian channel who they are posting lying that Zakir Naik, he challenged Christian Prince, you are a bunch of liars. He will not dare. I challenge him. He don't dare to challenge me. I challenge him. I challenge every single sheikh of your masters. And I can prove that your masters are cartoon. They are made of papers. Otherwise, you are talking against. Who is the one who know nothing? Your prophet know nothing. Your God know nothing. Your Quran know nothing, and we can prove it. Even your prophet, when they ask him about the spirit, do you know what he said? I mean, look how simple the question is. What is the spirit, Muhammad? Muhammad, he went. He started thinking about it. Muhammad is busy. Muhammad is dizzy. Muhammad is asking Allah. Allah, he asked Jibreel. They made consultation after meeting in the kitchen, and they think about it. Allah, he sent them an answer. If I show you the answer, you will die laughing. This is a prophet of God. So imagine we have Muhammad on the stage. By the way, you Muslims do not even know how to say his name, Muhammad, which is not really his name. They said to him, what is the spirit? Huh? Look how simple. I mean, the prophet of God makes sense. If you don't ask a prophet of God about such a question, you ask who? The guy who died yesterday, Maradona? Chapter 17, verse number 85. They are asking you about the spirit. Muhammad, he go. Muhammad is busy. Muhammad is thinking. Muhammad is asking. Allah, he is thinking. Allah, he make Quran. Allah, he write Quran. Allah, he send the Quran. And the answer is there. They ask thee concerning the spirit. Between two bracket, inspiration doesn't say that in the Quran. There's nowhere inspiration mentioned. Say, the spirit by the command of my Lord. Of the knowledge, it's only little. that's communicated to you. Oh man, like what the heck? I mean, they are asking you because they have little knowledge, you idiot. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid teacher like this? Imagine you ask the teacher a question, he says to you, the knowledge is not with me, and you don't know, have a knowledge. Well, they are asking you because they don't have a knowledge. They are asking you about the spirit. What is the spirit? You say it's command of my Lord. What is that? What is that? And you said to them you have no knowledge? What is the answer? And this is remind me of many stupid things Muhammad he keeps saying. I mean, like, you know, when they ask Muhammad, you know, there's a guy, his name is Shabir Ali. Shabir Ali is like Muhammad. You ask him a question, he go in circle, he never answer, because if he answer, he would be in trouble. They ask Muhammad about the sleepers, the 7 sleepers. How many they are? Okay, I mean, how simple the question is. Just tell us how many there are. Look what Muhammad said. Allah told him now. Muhammad is not sure, so Allah told him. Some they say there were 3 and their dog is number 4, and other they say there are 5 and their dog is number 6. And therefore guessing unknown, yet others say there were 7 and their dog is number 8. Say to them, the knowledge only with Allah of their number. Like what the heck? So what is the number? What is the why this one even a secret? I mean, can't you tell us 7 guys or 6 guys or 5? And how in the world, in which Arabic language, which language you say they are 4 and their dog is number 5? Since when we count the dog as a person? But the reason for that, Muhammad was copying a story which is in the Aramaic, saying Kali'ahum, not kalbahum, Kali'ahum, their helper, provider, protector, which is supposedly an angel. This is why his arms are open. Have you ever heard of a dog having arms? Stupidity. All of us, we knew in Islam the dog is filthy. Suddenly the dog is a blessed. But because they didn't know what this word is, Kali'ahum became Kalbahum. And by the way, even Islamic reference, they say there's a mistake here. Mostly it is Kali'ahum, not Kalbahum. But this is the example of the madness of this religion. This is a fiction story written by a Christian person from Syria about a bunch of believers who believe in Jesus as God, and because of that, the king, he wanted to kill them. So they ran away for their life. It's a fiction story. Muhammad, he took it, he put it in the Quran. The same as the flying carpet of Suleiman, the same as the ring of Solomon, the same as the talking ant, all, you know, all over. So when we ask the Muslims who they claim that they have answers, and then we challenge those who have answers, and yet those who have answers will never show up to debate us. What does that mean?